Hey, what's up, guys? So today I'm going to show you how to go from any credit score to an excellent credit score or a perfect credit score in the 750 to 850 range. And according to this graph, 30% of people is who have it. We want to get you to the 30%. So I don't care if you're from bad, poor, fair, or good. What I'm going to tell you will get you there. Okay, I'm not here to sell you on anything, so make sure you continue to watch the whole video. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is you need to do, and I'm going to show you what my credit score is, so that way you know the information that I'm giving you is reliable, and then I've actually implemented it myself. So we're going to use my phone. I'm going to go in here, unlock it real quick. Let's see. And I'm going to go to Credit Karma. Okay, we're going to use that to get the score. I'm just going to put in my little passcode here, if I remember it. Okay, it's going to open up, and it pops up. It's a little white there. Let's see if we can make that bigger. Okay, 793 as of April 26, it looks like. Okay, so that's current. That's 2019, in case you're watching this in a different year. But yeah, so now you know that what I'm telling you, I've done it myself. I have a 793 credit score. I'm amongst the 30% of people, woohoo, that have excellent credit. So I will get you there if you do exactly what I tell you. The steps, super simple. Let's get into it. Okay, so first thing you need to do is take your accumulated total of credit cards. Okay, so let's say you are new to this game and you only have one credit card. It's completely fine. Or let's say you're a veteran and you got 20 credit cards. That's cool too. One person is not better than the other in this particular formula. Okay, so I need you to take your one credit card or 5 or 20 or whatever you have, add them all together as far as the limit on each one, not how much you owe. I need you to take the limit on each one and add them all up. Okay, for an example, I'm just going to do $1,000 as the total limit, and that way it makes it easier when I do the math. Okay, so you've accumulated your total, and let's say you got to $1,000. You're going to need to take $1,000, that number, and subtract it by 9%. Okay, why 9%? I didn't just pull that out of freaking anywhere. There's a reason why 9% is the golden number. Okay, if you go to look up credit card companies and stuff like that, and the general rule of thumb of how to get an excellent credit score, and the utilization rate, or how much you actually are able to use, they say to be around 10 to 11%, which will get you in that category. I don't like to be like 10 to 11 is kind of too, I want to be for sure. So I go one step lower. That way I know no matter what, I'm going to get there if I stick with the formula. So that's why I chose 9%. So getting back to it, step one, you're going to take all your total credit card limit between all your credit cards or just the one that you have, and you're going to subtract it by 9%. That's going to give you a number. So if it's $1,000, you have $90 you're able to spend. Okay, I know that sounds like not a lot in the $1,000 case. So especially if you only have a $250 credit card, you're gonna. I mean, depending on what your credit card limit is, you're not going to have that much spending budget. So $1,000 credit card, you can only use $90. Okay. I know it sucks, but if you want to get from bad to poor, poor to fair, good, and then good to excellent, this is what you have to do. Okay, so most people go into credit cards getting it because they need money to spend it on something in which they can't afford currently. Okay, it's the wrong way to go into it. You want to get the credit card, okay, ultimately to get good credit, so then you can get bigger things that are worthwhile, like a house, for example. Okay, so if you go into the credit card game as, I'm getting this credit card and I already have the money that the credit card is offering, I already have it. So if you have $20, you're going to go pay for gas. Okay, you have a $20 bill, and then you have a credit card. You can take either one and exchange it with the credit card or with the gas station. But you choose to use the credit card, even though you have the cash. You choose to use the credit card because you want to show that when you use someone else's money, that you will pay them back with your own money. The difference is most people spend the credit card, okay, doing the same principle, except for they don't have that $20 on hand. They're hoping to get it down the line, and then what happens is they don't, or they end up spending that money on something else, and then they get in debt, and then in debt, and then so on and so forth, and they go from excellent to good, and then good to fair, and then poor to bad, and then you're amongst the 16% of people, it says here, that have bad credit, or 34% of the people that have poor credit, or 18% of the people that have fair credit, and 13% of the people that have good credit. But let's get to 30% of the people that have excellent credit, like me. Woohoo! So that's what you have to do. You need to only use 9%, okay? I don't care how long your credit history is or anything like that, how many credit cards you have. All you need to do is when you pay for a credit card, you better have the money on hand. If you don't have the money that you're going to spend, you do not use the credit card. When I mean on hand, I literally mean that you have physically, you can pull them both out of your wallet. You have the $20 bill and you have the credit card, or you have the $100 bill and you have the credit card. If you don't have both of them on hand, you do not spend the credit card. Okay, I know this is strict, but this is what you have to do if you want to go from bad to poor, poor to fair, good to excellent. And it's the simplest formula. Okay, you need to do this, replicate it over and over and over and over. Okay, the other most important thing is you need to make sure that at the end of every billing cycle, your score or your utilization, okay, at the max is 9%. But if you really want to get this thing going and skyrocket it to excellent, you want it at 0, okay? Meaning, it doesn't matter if you spend your 90 bucks that you have of your $1,000 credit, you want to make sure you pay back that 90 bucks to 0. That's if you want to make it go as quick as possible. Now, if you want to just make it go quick, but you still want to borrow some money and not have to pay it all back at the same, do not go over 9%. Okay, those are the two rules. That's it. I don't care if you have 20 credit cards or one credit card. If you've been in history for 20 years of credit, or you've only have a credit history of 6 months. Okay, those don't matter. Okay, I know other people are going to tell me they do matter. I'm a perfect example. It doesn't matter. What matters is, can you pay for something, okay, and pay it back and make sure it's at 0 before it hits your statement. That's all you got to worry about. It's the simplest process. It will get you, like I already showed you, it will get you to your 90, my 793 score, if that's what you're trying to get to. It's a simple game. Just follow the instructions, and I promise you, you will get to your 800 or your excellent score if that's what you're trying to do. I hope this helped. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments. I know there's probably a lot of questions on how things, there are other rules, but I'm telling you, if you just do those two simple things, you're going to get to an excellent. Now the determining factor of how quickly you get there is going to be based on, are you at the bad section here on the screen, or are you starting out at fair or whatever. There's a lot of determining factors, but if those simple principles get put into place, I promise you, you will get there. So yeah, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you do, give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.